Um, we have Lois here with us. How are you doing?
Good, good, thank you.
Doing all right?
Very good.
Thank you for coming by and hanging out with us.
Thanks for
It's a
having me.
pleasure. It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
And, that piece you did, that was touching. That was touching. You can tell that God has really brought you from somewhere to where you are right now. So.
Yes, he has. This music is really why I do what I do. This particular song is very dear to me. My friend Kevin Vadiak wrote it, and at the time that he wrote that song, when I heard it, I was going through something serious in my life, and I didn't know where I, was going to go. I didn't know what was going to happen to me.
Okay.
I had so many uncertainties, and God just brought that song right when I needed it. And I felt like, that's what I need to do. I need to take this music to people so that they can experience what
you experienced.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So tell us about you. Who's Lois?
Good question.
Give us a nice rundown. Social security number, that type of thing.
Well, you won't find any money in my account. But, well, I moved here from Dominica.
Okay.
Not the Dominican Republic, but Dominica. This is an island in the Caribbean. It's close to Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago and St. Lucia. And I came here because I wanted to do medicine, and I felt like that was what God had called me to do. When I got here, God had different plans for me.
He always does.
He always does. He surprises me with what he does. Okay. And I came here and I started, studying and doing everything that I wanted to do. Yeah. And I ended up becoming a scientist instead of a doctor. Okay. But that wasn't enough because I felt like God really wanted me to sing and to minister to his people, to share his word and to let them know that there is hope.
That's right.
And that's what I'm trying to do with my music, to bring hope and life and restoration. And I did a whole lot of, I find it difficult to talk about myself because there's so much that God has taken me through. Okay. I've done a lot of different music and, different genres. I've tried different things. Okay. But this particular project that I did, it's called Hold Me. It's actually based on the song that I did. Okay. My friend and I, Kevin Vadiak, we did this together. We had no money, of course. Each worked 2 jobs, but we tried to do something because God gave him some songs, and God gave me some songs, and we decided to join together and see who we could reach, because we love outreach. We wanted to do that, and we felt that that was our way of reaching out to people.
So had you been doing music prior to coming here?
Yes, I started singing since I was about 8 years old.
As you were coming out of your mom's room?
Oh my gosh, I came out with a mic. Not a clip-on mic, but the other hand. But I did. I've been singing for a while. I went to the prisons. I did a lot of prison ministry, a lot of outreach. That's where my heart is. I don't really feel comfortable with just ministering in church all the time because I really believe that, as the word says, go into all the world, preach the gospel. That's right. Not just, I don't think we're called to just stay in church and minister to ourselves. We're already saved. And the point is to reach out to the world. And that's where I feel comfortable. And I've been doing that since I was maybe 10. So I started singing at 8, but I felt the call of God in my life at 12. That's when I accepted Christ, and I never turned back from then.
Wow. So. That's really great. So what kind of, you already have a couple projects out?
Right now I have one project out. It's titled Hold Me, and that's the one I was telling you about that I did with my friend, Kevin Vadiak. Okay. And it's online and on my website, loiscommodoremusic.com. Okay. We can go there and listen to the tracks.
Okay, so was that the whole vision pretty much for that particular CD?
Well, the CD...
Of the title track? The one you just did?
Hold Me? Yeah. Yes. If the CD is pretty much, there's a combination of songs for meditation and quiet moments. If you want to jump and dance, it's not necessarily the CD for you. Okay. There are a few fast songs on there, but it's not really for that. It's really for quiet moments of reflection and
so it's more of a worship type of thing?
It's a worship CD. That's what it really was based on, definitely. Worship and just, just quiet moment, a quiet time with God. That's what it's for.
Okay. By the way, you've just set a record. You're the first sister we have on the show on the Green Room. So just so you know.
So I'm special. That's
you're
what
gonna take a take-home trophy after this. So
thank you.
So do you get to go around a lot, minister in a lot of different places?
I do. I do a lot of ministry, even in the Caribbean. You know, I
You
try
still
not
travel
to.
back to do ministry back there?
I do.
Okay.
I go to a few. I actually went to a few Caribbean islands recently, and you know, I just, God has given me the opportunity to go to different places. And for me, it's not just about you know, letting people know that I can sing, because I mean, I can sing, but I don't think that, you know, well, you know, I'm the greatest singer in the world, but I have a message to take.
That's the what's important.
Exactly. And even recently, I feel more called to sing now, because recently, this is the first thing that I've done in about 4 months.
Okay.
I almost died in April from kidney failure, and God literally raised me up. The doctors saw damage to my kidneys, and they told me that they had put my name on a list, and they had already said, you know, that's it for you. You're going to go on a list, and you know, you're going to get a kidney, you know, talk to your family and friends, and that's it.
Wow.
That's it for you. And I said to the doctor, you know, I have hope. I believe that, you know, there's hope for me. And I didn't care what the biopsy said. It did say that 12% of my kidney was functional. Okay. It did say that, and it was true. And I went back home, and God just really restored my body. And every 2 weeks that I would go back, you know, the numbers would start changing, and then the doctor would say, oh my God, like, what have you been doing? Because, I mean, you're talking about Harvard doctors. These are doctors that, you know, think they know everything, and then you see what God has done. That's right. And that's why I'm here. I felt like I should be here, because I want people to understand that the God we serve is real. It's not a thing about performing. I don't care if I sing in front of another camera or another. I don't have to do that. I just want people to understand that God is real. Okay. And there's a reason why we do what we do.
Amen. Wow. That's thank God for that. Yeah. I mean, that's a really amazing testimony right there, how God has really kept you, and it shows that it's really for a purpose.
Exactly.
So where can, you mentioned your website. Is that the only place people can find you online? Or?
Well, I have a MySpace page as well.
Okay.
But if they go to my website at loiscommodoremusic.com, they can actually access my MySpace page as well. So everything's on there. So. All
right. So your performance schedules, whenever. Yes. I want to know when you're in my city.
Yes, I will. Well, I haven't been doing much, as I said, because I wasn't feeling very well. But now I'm back on track, so there are a lot of things that will be coming up soon.
All right. Okay, that's cool. It's really been a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
I thank God for your life.
And keep doing what you're doing for the community and for God as well.
We thank God. So we've been talking with Lois Commodore. She's I mean, as you guys have heard, she is really fantastic. The story, how God has kept her from being so sick to become where she is right now. If there's anybody out there who's suffering in their body or suffering in their mind or sick or anything, you can realize that just what she said, that this God that we serve, it's not a myth, it's not a fantasy, it's not something we just say. It's real, and it is fact that God is really everything. He is incredible, He is amazing, and there is nothing that He cannot do. So I want to thank Lois again for coming out and hanging with us, and thank you guys for watching The Green Room, and she's going to come back and give us a little performance right now before she takes off. So y'all just keep it locked right there. I'm your host, Aima, and you're watching The Green Room.
That will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in His temple. Hallelujah. I come into your presence to worship you. I've come for no other reason but to honor you.